Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anywhere you are, just know I'm saying hello, Merry Christmas in advance. I'm so excited this morning. I'm Ambassador Dr. Queen Blessing Ibigesin, popularly known as Black Queen. I'm a Nollywood actress and a filmmaker. I'm the president and founder of Queen Blessing Foundation and the vice president of Association of Movie Producers Nigeria. This morning I just want to talk about this new naira policy. I don't know if it's only me that is thinking like this or if it's bothering you too. Okay, so CBN has changed our money. Fantastic, it's okay. And according to them, they wanted to make sure that politicians or whoever have stolen money will be able to bring them out from their safe and all of that. Some people might argue that it worked, and some might argue that immediately that policy came out, dollar went over 800 naira because a lot of people didn't even bother taking the money to the bank. They just changed into dollar. Okay, and then I think at some point they were raiding Aboki, shops, arresting them, and I'm wondering why won't you let them do their business? Let's even leave that one in one corner. That's not even the problem. That's not bothering me. Whoever wants to bring out their money should bring out. Whoever does not want to bring out the money, go spoil for in hand. End of story. Okay, the policy as at what the banks are sending messages to us for is you can no longer from January 9th, you can no longer withdraw more than 100,000 a week over the counter. It's funny. It's my money. I should choose how I want to spend it. You can't come and say because you want us to go cashless, you turn the whole thing. This is not America. This is not the UK. A lot of people depend on trading with cash. As they are buying, they are selling, they are turning the money around. That was how we were raised. My mom never really had money. So what she was always doing then, she would buy things, then we'll sell that day. She had a restaurant in Niger State, Bida, Kaduna Garage. She will sell that day. Whatever the profit should have been, we'll eat it. So we were never hungry. We'll eat, and then she will go back to the market with that capital again to turn it around. That was what she was doing day in, day out, day in, day out. Then my mom taught me the secret of saving. What she does then was, after we have eaten, we are full, whatever money is left, usually the capital, she'll take it back to the market. Then before she goes to the market, she has a save. She will drop 20 naira or 15 naira or 100 naira. I'm talking about something of 30 something years ago. I'm talking about something of 35 years ago. She'll drop 100 naira in that save, sometimes 150. Depends on what is left and what she wants to use to go to the market to be prepared for business the next day. Okay, and then she had these people coming, they will just come with their paper, they will mark what you have paid, and then they will keep coming day in, day out to collect this. They call it ajo, but that was what they were doing. Now I'm an ajo guru. I do lots of ajo that I'm coordinating for me, my friends, and of course I even have a diaspora platform, people that have never met me but they're sending in their money. That platform was 3 years this year. We've rounded up for this year. We're starting next year. It's going to be 4 years, and nobody has had any complaint. They get their money by the end of December. Okay, and I have other platforms I run. One person takes money every month. You get that one has been on. This is the 7th year. Next year is going to be 8 years. So my mom taught me all that, and trust me, you build a lot of wealth when you know how to do a job. Back to the reason I'm doing this video. Okay, I just wanted to digress a little bit. Okay, so you now say POS. You can't take more than 20,000 naira from POS daily. Now, a few days ago, I went to the market to do Ashwebi for a client. And each time I'm going to the market to do that, I usually have some cash with me. The reason is because some people don't agree transfer. They will tell you that sometimes people will do transfer for them, they will see successful, and the money will be reversed to that person, and they don't have a way of looking for that person, and then that money will just go. A particular lady told me that she has lost a lot of money by this means. And trust me when I say she wasn't lying, because I've done transactions before where I saw successful and I was debited and the money was reversed. So imagine if I don't know that person, to call the person back, or the person calls me back to say, oh Queen, the money you did for me did not come, even though you sent me receipts. Because you will see receipts, you can generate receipts, but sometimes the money comes back. It won't even show error. You're so successful, but the money will be reversed for whatever reason. So people like that have refused to collect cash, to collect transfer. So when you go to the market, it's either you find somebody who says, okay, you know what, do it, take my number, I will take your number. If it doesn't come in, I will call you and we can rectify it. Now, how many people will you call and tell that the money they paid you didn't come, they should pay it again when they have gone, they will just throw away the SIM card. That's just the truth. Not everybody would agree to pay the money again. Some will just see in a country where a lot of people are suffering, some will just see it as God's blessing and they don't go with that. So you find out that for people to even trust you to say, give me your number, I'll call you if the money does not go, it's a big risk they are taking. That's number one. Then number two, the POS now, some people will say, okay, since you don't have cash, I don't want transfer, let me call a trusted POS. They will call you a POS they know around for you to withdraw the money and give to them. Say you want to pay 150k or 100,000 naira for something, and then you can't take more than 20,000. Are you supposed to be going to the market every day to take 20,000 until you finish paying the person? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And then they are saying that, okay, fine, if you want to take more than 100,000 naira a week, it's okay over the counter, but you are going to pay 5% of that money to CBN. That's bullshit. That is stealing. That's bloody right stealing. You're robbing us in bloody right lights. For Christ's sake, this is not right. And then they say for companies, you can take up to 5 million naira, but you have to pay 5% of it. This is not right. It's my money. I should be able to spend it the way I want to spend. The banks are already removing maintenance, VAT, and all of those hidden charges that you just see your account every month. They are just removing this and removing that. As it's 29 or 28, you just be seeing debit alert for whatever card maintenance and all of those things. And then you want to also take 5%. I mean, this is overtaxing. So for me, I just think that Emefiele, the governor of Central Bank, is not doing things right. He's not thinking right. Yes, you're trying to see how people will stop corruption and all of that, but have you put in the millions of people that do not even have accounts? Like the aboki that sells yam, the aboki that sells cow, the aboki that sells tomato, pepper, and all of that do not even have. So most of them don't have bank accounts. They have never even entered the bank before. And then, okay, have you put into consideration those millions of people who their phone is palasa, their phone is 3,000 naira phone, all those small phones that cannot even use internet? So how would they say they even have an account? It means you are forcing them now to go and remove. Maybe before you can get an Android phone that can do transaction as fast as you want, you would want to buy a phone from 100 and something K. So where do you want them to go and get that money to do? So it's like and the timing is so short. You're boxing people up in a way that you're not even giving them time to even breathe, to think, to find out how they can cope and all of that. I mean, January 9, come on now, it's not right. And I think that this should be reviewed. This should be reviewed seriously, putting the poor masses in consideration, because this might not really affect a lot of people who are used to transactions, who are used to transferring money up and down, but it will affect the poor people who are trading, who depend on cash to keep trading. And by the time you pull out all those money from the system, how will Nigeria survive? Like I said, Nigeria has a lot of millions of people without Android phone. Nigeria has a lot of millions of people without bank accounts. Nigeria has a lot of millions of people that trade with buy today, sell, finish, use the money again, feed your family with the profit. You keep doing that, and the life is going forward. That's what a lot of Nigerians are doing. No, but a lot of Nigerians don't have money stashed into the bank that they can be doing transactions here and there. They depend on that daily inflow. So I think that this POS, there's a part I didn't talk about when I was at home. I arrived my venue, so I want to add it to the video. Let's talk about the unemployment, the thousands of people that this policy is going to put out of business. We have a lot of graduates who are now running POS business. My younger brother is one of them. He's a graduate. He read banking and finance. He's even doing his master's as we speak. He looked for a job after graduating for over 3 years. He couldn't get a job. He decided to move to my village. There's no bank in my town. For you to withdraw money in my town, you have to go all the way to Auchi. That's like 25 minutes away from Okbela. He looked around and said, if I do POS business here, it's going to sell, it's going to make it, it's going to open this place to stop people from going up and down to get money. And that was how he started his POS business in the village.
he has since moved to the village. Now, with this new CBN politics, people like him are going to go out of jobs. Now, we're going to have a lot of massive unemployment. People that used to come and withdraw 50,000 and pay 500 naira charges, or 700 as the case may be, will now come and withdraw 20,000. And then, of course, on 20,000, I think it's 200 naira. So how do you survive with 200 naira? These are people that used to do POS and they make maybe 5k to 10k a day. Let's even put it at the minimum of 5,000 naira a day. Now they are no longer going to make up to 2,000 or 3,000 a day, and they have children. For instance, my younger brother has a wife and 4 kids. In fact, five kids. So how do you survive with that? So you find that Nigeria, I don't think the government think before they make policies. There will be massive unemployment. I'm telling you the fact. It's going to cause a lot of chaos, because a lot of people that have started POS, that are not making it and doing well and eating well and sleeping well, will now panic because of this new policy. They will not make money anymore. They will not have money, and they won't be able to pay their bills again. And then you see that the crime rates will increase, because person where they hungry, they think well, oh, they think well. They think well. And idle mind is the devil's workshop. Now, so then talk and people will hear English. So, Emefiele, you have to rethink, sir. You have to rethink. I run a foundation, and every year I host 1,000 widows. And trust me when I tell you what these widows go through to look after their children. Then you find maybe there's a widow whose child has already started doing POS and can no longer bring money home because of this new policy. How do you expect them to cope? How do you expect them to cope? Please, sir, help us. Let's leave things the way they were. You have changed money, it's okay. People should be able to withdraw their money anytime they want to withdraw their money. It is their money. You want to control the inflow of money. The money is already in the bank. It has been captured. It has been recorded. Why are you controlling how we spend it? Now me get my money. Now me know as I want to spend them. So it shouldn't be a problem. Please have a rethink. A lot of thousands of youths that are graduates, not just non-entities, will be out of job because a lot of them are now doing POS business. Please, let's not be making Nigeria too difficult for Nigerians to habit. That is why everybody is running away. Please, I'm begging you guys in the name of God.
So I think that the governor of Central Bank, even though I want to believe he has a good reason, and he's not even explaining to us, he's not telling us anything, even though I believe he has good intention, I think he's gotten it wrong. He should think, that's my own opinion. He should have a rethink, think about it, and review this policy. Even if this policy is going to be implemented, I think that it should be given a lot of time. It should be given a year, it should be given 2 years, it should be given 6 months, not just from nowhere. You just tell us from January 9, when people are still in the village during New Year, that policy have started. So some people, it means that some people will be stopped wherever they are. So if you want to go to for instance, I'm going to the village, then I want to buy something in the market, one of our biggest markets in Okpela, Ukewo market. It means that I have to be withdrawing money every day for me to get the amount I will use to buy things to bring to Lagos that I will stock in my house as food. I mean, this is not right. I'm just doing this video because I am kind of, sometimes I just look at Nigeria. We take 1 step forward and just take 10 steps backward, and it's not working. It's not working. I think we should have everything. That's why a lot of people are jackpying. You will see some people even risk their life, trek from the desert to just go. If it's fantastic, they won't. Some of us that are still here, we are here. It's not funny. A few days ago, I spent 10 hours in traffic, 5 hours going, 5 hours coming back, just to go to Ogun State here. That's supposed to just take me an hour plus. So there's nothing working. There's nothing working. We should really have a rethink, to be honest. And then, is this actually the problem Nigeria has right now? This is just going to make our problem worse. Just going to make our life miserable. Please, Governor of Central Bank, I beg you in the name of God, Emefiele, have a rethink. I beg you. Because like you are the one that is holding the yam and the knife, and you are cutting it as you like. I beg. Pity us, the poor masses. I love you guys.